This is TWiT.
We think about email as this thing that's been around for as long as the internet has, and it's this old dinosaur that we just have to keep handling, or maybe we hate it and we try and practice inbox zero so that we don't have to stare at email. But I've read many interviews with you and heard you talk many times about the value of email with your business and creating that email list. Talk a little bit about that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you know, that's a point that's lost on a lot of people, because we just don't think email is that important in this day and age, but it actually really is.
Yeah, I mean, any business needs to be able to stay in touch with its audience or its customers. And I think these days we think, oh, you do that with social media. So you want a lot of Facebook followers or Instagram followers. But email is the best way. So the stats show it, but then just logic would show it too. So the stats show that digital marketing, there's more revenue made through email marketing than through trying to sell through social media. So there's more money being made through email right now. So that alone should be enough. But here's the problem with social media. Well, there's multiple problems. One, trends change. You know, MySpace was the jam for many years. I don't know if anybody knows what MySpace is anymore. People had dedicated MySpace pages and all this traffic. So, you know, platforms come and go. Popularity of platforms come and go. And then the one that is just continues to prove itself to be frustrating to every brand on planet Earth is formulas and algorithms change. So Facebook changes their rules. You know, 2 or 3 years, it was maybe 3 years ago when Facebook first started to introduce the concept of boosting posts. You know, I can give you a personal example. Back then, even I had about 100,000 followers on Facebook for the Recording Revolution. And what that meant simply was what you would think it would mean is that every time I post a new article or video on my Facebook page, it would show up in 100,000 people's feeds. Now, whether they checked Facebook that week or not, doesn't matter. I couldn't control that. Whether they scrolled past it, I don't know, but at least it showed up in their feed. And then Facebook decided to say, you know what, let's make some more money and let's not allow all of your posts to show up to all your followers. We'll show them to just, in my case, 13%, 18%, sometimes 5% of my followers. It just doesn't go to the rest of them. Even though they've clicked, I want to see Graham's updates on Recording Revolution, they won't see it unless I hand Mark Zuckerberg some money and click, please boost my post so that my followers who have already said they want to see my content will see it. And that it cut my web traffic in half, one day to the next, on my monthly web traffic. And it's not because people stopped wanting to visit. It's because they stopped hearing from me. And they probably think I don't post anymore. But it's just because of Facebook changing the rules. And they have every right to change the rules because guess what? It is their product. Facebook is their playground. And I think it's unwise to build a business on someone else's playground because you don't have control. You don't get to make the rules. Whereas an email list, if you collect email addresses, which every big business and brand is doing, by the way, you just may not realize it, but Home Depot wants your email address, Banana Republic wants your email address. When you go to their website, they have a big pop-up and they want to give you, 10% off your first order. And to give you that, they want your email address. They don't want you to sign up on Facebook or Instagram. They want your email address because they know that most people don't change email addresses. And there's no gateway between us and them. If I have your email address, if you've given it to me, I can email you whenever I want. And if you don't want those emails, you can unsubscribe whenever you want. So it's a fair relationship, but it's direct. There's no middleman saying, let's reduce the amount of emails you see. And so you got to have an email list because you own that relationship as opposed to renting it from Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever. And things are going to continue to be in flux. So it's so important for every brand, I think, to focus on email. And it's funny because I think about bands like that I like and follow. Like, I don't know. I'll know when a band's new album comes out because I'm on their email list. And I don't know when I signed up for their email list. I don't even remember that. But I'll get an email saying, hey, like Thrice has a new album coming out. And I'm like, oh, cool. I would never even know because I don't follow them anymore. I've cleared who I follow so many times. But I'll get an inbox, a notification that there's a new album coming out from one of my favorite bands. And now I'll go check it out. So email is still the most direct way to contact people that you care about, even if they're not customers, turn them into customers, and you have control, and that's the big aspect that people forget.